Namaste and welcome to We Mystic, the go to space for book lovers, deep thinkers, and everyone in between. Today we are reviewing Nexus by Yuval Noah Harari. If you are familiar with Harari's work like Sapiens, Homo Deus, and 21 Lessons for 21st Centuries, you are in for a treat. But does Nexus live up to the reputation of his earlier masterpieces? Let's find out. But first, a quick review of Nexus. This book is Harari's ambitious exploration of how human connections, from biological and societal to digital, shape the trajectory of our species. Harari takes his signature approach, blending history, science, philosophy, and technology to offer a nuanced understanding of how interconnectedness defines us. The world has been talking about this book, and I'm no different. Yes, this book is as promising as the world claims. Yuval Noah Harari kills it again with his absolute gem of writing style. This is a non fiction with the flair and pace of a thriller. Harari administers the thrill very early into the book, making it fast paced and packed with facts and figures. The writer presents his justifications and observations of the world through the prism and perspective of a modern evolutionist rather than a historian. I say so because the core of the book is still evolution, not only physical evolution, it's about social evolution, geopolitical evolution, but the start of evolution on how thoughts are produced, nurtured, used, and misused. Harari describes reality and categorizes them into three main realities: one, objective reality; subjective reality; and intersubjective realities. The book is divided into three main topics: human networks, the inorganic network, and political or computer politics. Harari lays the dissection systematically, sequentially, and consequentially. One of the central ideas of Nexus is the concept of networks. Harari argues that human history can be understood as the constant interplay of networks from the tribal alliance of early humans to today's global systems. Networks have always been our species' superpower, and with the advent of digital technologies, these connections have grown more complex, raising both exciting possibilities and existential challenges. What really stands out in Nexus is Harari's ability to make these massive ideas surprisingly easy. He doesn't just throw jargons at you, instead, he uses relatable examples, historical anecdotes, and sharp insights to weave a narrative that's as compelling as it is thought provoking. Take this for example. Harari discusses how trust forms the backbone of a successful network. Whether it's the trust between the merchants on the Silk Road or the algorithms that govern our social media feeds today. He shows us how fragile yet vital trust can be. It's an eye opener, especially in an era where misinformation is so rampant. But it's not all rosy. Harari dives into the darker side of the networks too. He explores how powerful entities, be they government or corporations or even rogue actors, can exploit these systems. One of the most fascinating parts of the book is Harari's take on the digital future. He dwells into how artificial intelligence, blockchain, and other emerging technologies are reshaping human networks. But he's not just hyping tech trends, he's asking critical questions. He's asking questions like, how do we ensure these networks remain inclusive? What happens when algorithms knows us better than we know ourselves? Now let's talk about who this book is for broadly. Let us say if you have ever enjoyed Harari's earlier works, you will feel right at home. Nexus is perfect for anyone curious about the forces shaping our interconnectedness in the world. That said, it's a very dense read in places, so be prepared to take your time and really absorb the ideas. This book is an absolute must read for bureaucrats, leaders, and policymakers. The insights Harari provides are invaluable for anyone involved in shaping systems, governances, and decision making processes. It offers a lens to understand not only the past and present but also the critical challenges of the future. While the book is undeniably insightful, it's not without its critics. Some readers might find that Harari occasionally overreaches in his conclusions. Others might feel he spends too much time reiterating points from his previous books. But I believe these minor drawbacks don't overshadow the book's brilliance. So, frankly, is Nexus worth your time? Absolutely. It's a masterful exploration of the invisible threads that bind us all. Whether you're a history buff, a tech enthusiast, or just someone trying to make sense of the modern world, this book has definitely something valuable to offer. That's it from Vimistic. If you like my review of Nexus, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and namaste.